sunsets and skies so blue. Mountains whisper stories of dreams so true. From oceans roaring wild to valleys deep, a heartbeat of a nation that will not sleep. Save South Africa, rise above the storm. Hands together strong, a new world is born. Beauty in our hearts, let it light the way. Evil cannot reign when we seize the day. The people sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The soil holds our history, roots run so long. A melody of freedom, we're singing strong. They may curse the land with lies they weave, but we hold the truth in what we believe. Their crowns may crumble, their thrones may fall, for the power is the people's above it all. Save South Africa, rise above the storm. Hands together strong, a new world is born. Beauty in our hearts, let it light the way. Evil cannot reign when we seize the day. People sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The people sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The people sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The soil holds our history, roots run so long. A melody of freedom, we're singing strong. They may curse the land with lies they weave, then weave, but we hold the truth in what we believe. Their crowns may crumble, their thrones may fall, for the power is the people above it all. We know it all.
I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming, it's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
T-1. T-0. Well, T-1 here in the U.S., but T-0 in South Africa. It's already Wednesday in South Africa. Welcome back to the program, all the Neanderthals, canines, and right-wing podcasters. Ooh, how y'all doing out there? Welcome back to the program. Are we getting any sound here? Are we getting any sound? There we go. Good. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the day of reckoning. Today is the day of Judgment Day. Today is the day Ramaphosa may just meet a Terminator. Wherever you're at tonight, whether it's in a FEMA tent or a palatial mansion somewhere in the Western Cape, welcome to the program, folks. Yes, how's it going out there? Just got back from one day's election events. As judge of elections, just closed up the polls at 8 p.m., tallied up the machine totals. What an abysmal turnout, ladies and gentlemen. We have over 5,200 registered voters in my precinct, and just 525 people turned out. But actually better than performance. So I chastise South Africans for failing to show up at their municipal elections in 2021 when just 31% of eligible voters rocked up. Well, guess what? Just about 10% of registered voters showed up in my precinct. But apparently across the district, it was only 8%. So that's even better. That's really sad, though. I don't know how many of those votes were Republican. I would guess 2/3 Republicans. So if all being equal, if it's 525, it means about 380 were Republicans. And of the 380, I got 353 votes. That's not bad. Not bad. So I will advance to the fall ballot, where I will be on the ballot once again as judge of elections. Welcome, everybody. So Rebecca's here. And then Road Captain Kev, 80, Jack up in from Minnesota. Yeah. Dirk Kutsia, how's it going? Chris Ehlers, Chris, Sinkmaster, Madeline, Shawnee Groves, also from Minnesota. Yeah. No elections in Minnesota today. We had them here in Pennsylvania, though. Gerda Erasmus, welcome to you. Colleen, Shaunadia, Lynette Orr, and Vanessa. Andre Ziba. Ziba. It looks like it says Ziba. Let me just double check on that. I don't want to get that wrong. It is Zieberhagen, not Siebenhagen. Zieberhagen. Well, welcome to you. Dirk Kutsia, G. Peterse, Willem Janssen van Rensburg, Reda Fletch. Whoa, that's loud. Turn that down. Peaceful Sleep. Thank you for subscribing. Psycho Billy, Gina Moolman, Wendy, DV, Vanessa, AJ Quinn, Mealy Maid, Monray Siebert's in from the Western Cape. Sloth Puppy, good to see you again. Becker, Alan Kotza, Anthony, Vanessa, Dirk Kutsia. Golda Kruger, and Max DK. Welcome. Johnny and Rama got their butt handed to. We'll see. Time will tell. They seem convinced that transactional is the way to go. They want to offer pork, rare earths, and natural gas. And I think that's going to mollify Trump. For a country that's gray listed for supporting terrorism, a country that called Hamas and congratulated them on the murder of 1,200 innocent civilians, a country that refused to sanction Russia, a country that illegitimately took Israel to the ICJ, a country that lied about the Lady R, a country that so many things has done to harmed American interests, and you think you're going to buy them off? You're going to buy them off with Starlink? My goodness. Elon Musk was put in charge of Doge to find corruption. Do you really think he's going to sign up for a corrupt deal with South Africa or Starlink, and that's going to move the needle? Folks, I don't think that's going to work. I'm just saying, Sarah Skuman says, I hear old Ramaphosa has tried to bribe Elon. Yes, exactly. And Dirk Johannes Dupré, welcome to you. Anyway, folks, good evening. What's going on? What do y'all got to say here, folks? It's close to midnight for me, and I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, almost 24 hours, working my tail off. Malama's FFB accounts got closed. What? Where'd you hear that at? That's interesting. Alexia, welcome to you. You're very welcome, Alexia. My pleasure. Have y'all met my friend? You guys met my friend, the bugger off bunny? You know Pikachu's behind my shoulder there. There's Pikachu back there. Here's the bugger off bunny. Yeah. He's not the only friend I have. I have a Mati squirrel. Very disappointed in the outcome of the Varsity Cup final. He's still sucking on his thumb. He's so upset about it. See that? He's gone infantile on me. He's sucking on his thumb because he's so bummed out about the Mati's Varsity Cup final. And I don't blame him. By the way, Courtney McBride sent me a really cool gift. He was so worried about me getting a gift. I finally did pick it up from my post office box. Check this out. It's a first day edition stamp of the 60th presidential inauguration. Wow. Isn't that cool? The Trumpster and J.D. Vance, 60th presidential. Thank you for that gift. Very kind of you. He works at the post office, so we'd know about that. That was very nice of him. So thank you. I'm a stamp collector. I used to collect first day editions. They don't really do them much anymore. Yes, you must look after yourself. Hope you're well. I'm still sick. Thank you for asking, Antoinette. I appreciate that. Enrica Vanika, good morning to you. From his own mouth. Oh, Malema said his accounts were closed? I love it. Well, I hope I kept you all busy on Tuesday with 8 videos I produced. How you like them? Off the cuff videos talking about a variety of subjects that need to be discussed. Yes, I've seen John Cena say there's genocide in South Africa. The problem is that a lot of people are starting to say there is a genocide. Someone accused me, and they went to my video and they said, oh, I've looked at every one of your videos. You never said there was genocide. Suddenly you believe it now. What do you jump on the bandwagon? I didn't say there's genocide in South Africa. I said we're along the stages, and you're going to wait until a genocide happens before you take action. That's pretty late. That's what I said. Yeah, first day covers are really awesome. I miss them. Used to be really cool. Used to get them when I was a kid when new stamps came out, but they just don't do it anymore. That one's really special. Tutu Dicale, welcome to you. What's Sihili-jang, Tutu? Must loan your bunny to Trump. Yeah, keeping us very, very busy. I was, Kevin, I was. And thank you all for watching. We pushed up a number of views yesterday. That's good. Sarah Gora says Trump should treat South Africa differently than the way the U.S. has dealt with Iran, Russia. South Africa is unique. How is it unique, Sarah Gora? How is South Africa unique? Please, I'm curious. Please tell me. Emerencia Quinn is back. Well, good to see you again there. But Sarah Gora, please tell me how it's different. Elon said he's not interested. I saw an interview last night. I was making the point. Yeah, it's not about Starlink. It's about the laws that go. Yeah, it's about the racist laws. That's exactly right. Elon is not going to be bought off for this. Trump is not going to be bought off for this. They really think this is going to work. They're sadly mistaken. All they're going to do is insult Trump. Yeah, rebel refugees here. I keep hearing that he was supposed to be in court for Palo Palo. People keep saying that. Is that true? Yes, I've heard that over and over again. JT, hello to you. Windy Port Elizabeth. Okay, woke up cold and saw the live was on. Yep. Sonia, what's going on? Well, I hope I get better soon too, but this work pace isn't helping. It's a long day. True from Parliament. Hey, Chris. Okay. So did he send a lawyer in his stead? I mean, or just miss out on his trial date? That's not good. The Hutful Bikers is back. Okay, Yaku, what's going on? Henita McCarthy, good morning. Well, good evening to you. It's still almost midnight here on this side of the Atlantic. Henry Sheffer, welcome to you. Only wish we had stipulated that it's not just for white farmers. Huh? What's only for white farmers? The refugee program? It's not even for farmers. It's not even for farmers. I saw Senator Cruz's comment. Senator Cruz is not backing down. I told people are, in South Africa not listening in politics. I've told them all along that it's the Senate. It's members of the House and Senate. They're coming after him. Amanda. Tim Kaine questioning Marco Rubio. So much hatred. Tim Kaine is a moron. I wouldn't even watch him. Yeah, the guy, Marco Rubio really is standing up for South Africans. That's for sure. So I don't see how this goes well. I don't see how it goes well. I will be broadcasting it whenever it's live. Apparently the meeting is scheduled for noon. I don't know if that's true or if that's when the press conference is going to be, but we'll be standing by and covering the event live is the plan. So as soon as I have it. What is Rupert doing in the White House? Trying to convince Trump not to harm his farming interests. That's what it's all about. Johan Rupert's all about Johan Rupert and his billions. He's not about South Africans. Apparently he's pissed off and Afrikaners have fled the country because there's nothing wrong, according to Johan Rupert. Of course, if you're Johan Rupert, there is nothing wrong. Vilma, hello to you. Dirk Kutsia. Okay, Levitt and Rubio are two great appointments. Yeah, there's a lot of good appointments. So I was skeptical of Marco Rubio as Secretary of State, to be honest. Fly. Yeah, I think a lot of people would like to be a fly on the wall. Well, I think that Trump will be pushing for BE, but, and we're going to hear, what's going to happen is the ANC is going to come back empty-handed. They're going to cry, Mito, colonial white people demanding we do things. No, you don't do anything. If you want help, you better reform yourself, though. Hey, Tessa Kortzen, I feel like a little child in Christmassy taste. Yeah, this could be the friends and family only Wednesday. Yeah, the friends and family only Wednesday coming your way, courtesy of the White House. It's going to be very exciting. I really don't think Trump's going to cave. We'll see. I mean, I really don't want to be proven wrong on this one. Yeah. The show's gone from saying my people to our peoples. Yes, exactly. Notice how Paul Mashtili suddenly takes a knee in front of a memorial to murdered Afrikaner Boers. Yes, isn't that interesting? Notice how now the government suddenly is willing to bend the rules for Starlink. What a crock. These people are such frauds. Yes. By the way, did anybody notice John Steenhuisen's commentary? It was very good, very balanced. But you notice that virtually every point that he made came directly from my script. Almost everything that John Steenhuisen said was directly from the things I've been saying that they should be saying for some time. Almost all of it. Wow. Coincidence or Joe incidents? Just pure coincidence, folks. I mean, it's just happenstance. I mean, either that or I'm Senior von Wyatt and I just read his mind before he thought these things. Yeah, I saw that video. I did see that video of Elon Musk. That was brilliant. Yeah, and he's like, "Yeah, answer the question. Do you think it's right? Answer the question." She's like, "I don't think it's perfect for me to answer the question." She's like, "Answer the question. Why don't you answer my question?" It's so funny. Oh, Buster, you're just now disappointed in John Steenhuisen? My goodness. Wow. Took you a while. It's Wacky Wednesday in South African White House. Popcorn is ready, says Real Wesley Smith. One thing, these shysters that are bullshitting you, there's no excuse getting South African passport. A friend went last week, filled out a form at Home Affairs, stood in queue, had biometrics done, just got it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yes, Rainier is calling out John Steenhuisen. A lot of people are doing that. Stop giving them good advice, says Marsh. Ron Janssen from Lensburg, welcome to you. Thank you for your subscription. Is going to stick to his guns and double down on the lies. Yep. Let's see if Cyril and Trump even make it to the press conference. Yeah, you're right, Dirk. He might get Rasooled. Never mind getting Zelensky. He might get Rasooled. I doubt that, though. He'll just get Zelensky. Yeah. Anyway, welcome to the folks tuning in now. It's, excuse me. Excuse me. Well, 500 grams of popcorn be enough. I don't know for the ass whooping show. I don't know. Guys, I mean, I don't want to project it's going to be that, but I mean, it's certainly lining up. I mean, the stars are aligned. You know, they're in the sky in a constellation of ass whooping coming. That's for damn sure. Is it possible new rules the government's forced on something on Bankcast with us has backfired? Dude, I don't know. I don't know what happened, Juju. Sandy Rautenbach visiting my son in South Carolina for a month. Can't wait for the circus tomorrow. Yeah. Steenhuisen is right up the NC's backside. He is. Recently discovered your channel, Colonel. Glad to catch you live. Well, Accumulator, thanks for being here. I love your avatar. It's pretty cool. Thanks for subscribing. Really grateful for that. Yeah, I've been doing this for 5 years like this since I retired from the military, which is supposed to be to promote my consultancy, but it's turned into something else. So thank you for joining us. Feels like the World Cup vibe, says Max. Take sugar for the flu. Won't take the flu away, but it will make the snot taste like it. Oh, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. Airsoft hit the nail on the head yesterday. It can go either way. It boils down to how far down the road. Well, folk funk, I've been saying that all along. I think I put my videos out about what's going to happen this meeting before anyone else did. Yeah, and I put another one out today about it. Biggest indicator will be if Trump says very little and shows indifference in the interview. Yep. Trump said he's not talking any trade talk until they sort out the stuff. Ooh, gold! I didn't see that. I missed that from Trump. I've been all day at the polling station, so I've not kept up on the news as I was busy taking care of voters. We had a very low turnout today. And what channel? Well, this channel will stream it. Hello, me. I will stream it from the White House feed when it does happen, if it happens. So he's supposed to meet at noon, which would be 6 p.m. South African time. But I will pay attention. I'll be up early to pay attention. I'm being interviewed by the Mail and Guardian in the morning. And so I'll be up for that. And then afterwards, I'll be hanging loose to see when this thing happens. Yeah. Chances that Steenhuisen will pull one on Ramaphosa and doubles back. I doubt that. The best gift President Trump can give us today is handing over the sanction list. That would be funny. That was on Truth. See if it can get the post. We'll send one to your evidence. What was on Truth Social? What Trump said? Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Very distracting, I'm sure. Yeah, let me go to Truth Social. Truth Social, there we go. Trump is always the top one, so let's go to Trump. Ambassador to Romania. Joe Biden. Roger Marshall. A lot of videos today. Take it down. I don't see anything here on Truth Social. I don't know. There's nothing there. You sleep very little. I do sleep enough, Kaylee. Thank you for your concern, though. I appreciate that. I was watching some mainstream lies, and they were sure that Squirrel and Weasel was way into trade deals. I still think they're still talking about AGOA. I mean, this is insane. I pulled this up earlier in the news, and they're still talking about AGOA. I mean, these guys are deaf. They're dumb and stupid. They're deaf, dumb, and stupid. Where's this thing that says AGOA somewhere? Still trying to save AGOA. Are you serious? AGOA's gone, man. It's done. It's done. Get over it. I know I saw it here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, so the lead, this is by Graham Raubenheimer at News 24. Cockprot 24 says, where's it at here? Somewhere he says, where's this at? He says, tell me to go. There it is. While the local chicken sector won't be hit hard by the possible exclusion of South Africa from the Africa Growth Opportunity Act, even poultry giant Astral says it's concerned. The Africa Growth Opportunity Act is gone. It expires 30 September. These people are delusional. There's no bill in Congress to renew it. There isn't. Well, let's take a look and see if one's been introduced while I was sleeping. AGOA. Okay. AGOA renewal 2025. Okay. It's currently set to expire. There's no renewal. Yeah. It's not there. There's no extension. These people are delusional. They're still talking about AGOA. It's not even AGOA. It's gone. It's gone. It's not coming back. 30 September is just a few months away, folks. Yeah, and they're like, oh, we're worried we're going to be cut out of AGOA. Dude, there is no AGOA. You need to work a bilateral deal. Get your head out of your ass and work a bilateral deal with Trump. Good Lord. Yeah, exactly, Anthony. AGOA went bye-bye, and these morons are still talking about it. NAMSA, the Automobile Association, these people don't represent. They're completely clueless. They have no idea what they're doing. These are actually people who you pay dues to be part of this organization, to be an industry representative, and they don't even know what's going on. It's insane. Washington's correspondent said also Cyril's going to save. How is Cyril going to save AGOA? Even if Cyril convinces Trump to save AGOA, Trump doesn't write the bill. Trump can only sign a law that comes before him, a bill into law. It's up to the House and Senate to get it done. They got till 30 September. AGOA is a gone. I drown my soul, make sure you... What's this? Oh, make sure you cajole, mock, and ridicule him, calling his lies. Yeah, I always do. The guy's a fool. Good morning, Henny Pretorius. They are freaking delusional. I mean, they're still talking about AGOA, man. I don't get it. You have the law expires on the 30th of September. Unless Congress introduces a bill and it goes through committee, through the House, through the committee, through the Senate, and then goes to the President, there will be no AGOA come 1 October. See, do they have Asperger's or dementia? Maybe they have both. You're here for the news. Also interested in if your radio show is available online. Yeah, it is. The radio show is now I'm sticking on my YouTube channels, but it's also available if you just go to wsmn.org. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, WSMN. Look up WSMN, and you can find our show on there. I don't know what Trump knows about Rupert. I don't know how well he knows Rupert. But, yeah, I didn't do a video on Johann Rupert yet. Trying to figure out which... Okay, yeah. So, yeah, it's honestly... hey, Mars. Honestly, there's no AGOA. They're we're going to save AGOA. How are you going to save AGOA? It doesn't exist. It's gone, folks. It's gone. Well, Herman Mashaba wants to reclaim deferred transformation. Yeah, somebody please send a straitjacket for Herman Mashaba. Could you please? He has lost his mind. Absolutely lost his mind. I don't know what he thinks is going to happen to his party, but he's in anchor pulling his party under the surf. Yes. Wow. It's actually an op-ed he wrote. The time has come to confront the uncomfortable truth. Transformation as pursued to date has failed. We need a bold, new, and inclusive approach to healing the long, festering wounds of our people, writes from Mashaba. The long, festering wounds which you've opened and dug into the flesh of minorities since 1994, who were born after 1994. I don't know that Rob Hershoff is in D.C. I know he's in the States, but I haven't heard from Rob since he got here, so... Okay. That reminds me. Just looking for something here, waiting for somebody. Anyway, it's not what I'm looking for. Wasn't there. Yes, you need government to stay out of private business. Agreed 100%. Steve Norkia, welcome to you. Yes, it is justified racism. That's what transformation is. Black people were deprived of all the rights deprived them in their own culture before apartheid, and they didn't complain about it. Yes, Rob was in Miami yesterday. How'd you know that, Stephen Norkia? Exactly. Only heading D.C. on Thursday, so I don't know why you guys saying he's in D.C. How do you guys know where Rob is at? Yeah, the journalists are enjoying the trip to the States. Love it when you speak German. I'm German. Live here all my life. Antje. Sie sind echte Deutscher in Südafrika. Tja, also es gibt viele Tausende Deutsche, die in Südafrika wohnen. Ich kenne Leute, die sind die 4. Generation echte Deutscher. Und die erste Sprache, die Muttersprache in Südafrika ist Deutsch. Dann die nächste ist Englisch und dann Afrikaans und manche auch Zulu. Yeah? Oh, he was on business. Okay. All right. Thanks, Rebecca. I didn't know. Look, I mean, I know where Rob was, but it was a state secret as far as I know. He didn't tell me I could tell anybody. So, yeah. Chris, my brother is South African, but he's married to a woman that is from Thailand. She's a permanent resident of South Africa. I've got, good God, folks, I've answered this question so many times. Is your brother an ethnic minority or an Afrikaner? If he's married, we don't break up nuclear families. That was hot. What was hot? In advance, thank you, President Trump and Elon Musk. Elon has nothing to do with this, guys. You got to quit telling yourselves Elon. It's not Elon. Saragara finally responded. Whatever Trump does about South Africa, he shouldn't hurt the changing voting patterns that will eventually kick the ANC out. Meeting with Cyril and Trump is going to be very interesting. Yes, I think it will be, Andre. It's going to be very interesting. We'll see what happens. We shall see what happens in a matter of hours. About 12 hours from now, exactly. It's midnight here on the East Coast of the United States. About 12 hours from now is when this is all going to go down. It's okay, Christian. It's fine. If you're interested in the refugee stuff, I've done a bunch of videos on it. My Substack is indabaafrica.substack.com, and then you'll find all the videos lined up on one of the pages there, except the most recent ones. I have to update that because I just came back from South Africa. It's fine, Christian. Just I answered these questions so many times. It's if the spouse, it doesn't matter what your spouse is. If you qualify, they're not going to break your family up. That's just silly. Apartheid didn't deprive blacks of education. People, actually, that's not true, Busto. Some blacks weren't deprived, but many were. So, yeah. Brand and clothes I recommend for winter weather during autumn. LL Bean. That's what I recommend. Yep. Alexis says, well, happy midnight. Well, thank you for that. I hear Juju's complaint. Yeah, I heard about that. Someone mentioned earlier his bank accounts are closed. That's just funny. Brave New Channel, thank you for concern, but it's probably not 6 likes. That's probably just your channel not refreshing. YouTube does that. It's actually 116 likes. 116 likes is what it's actually right now. 116 likes, no super chat revenue, 1 new member. I think it was renewal, so, yep. I don't know. You're history, but why are you so interested in South Africa? Just out of curiosity. Oh, good Lord, Miguel Donhal's another story I've told a bazillion times. Face says I'm on the road to 100,000. Well, we're over, what are we at, 89,000, something like that now? Let me see. How are we doing? I think we hit 89,000 earlier today. Yeah, 89,238. So yeah, we're getting closer. Fornication blacks had before white people came to Africa. Buster, what are you trying to be combative here? I don't understand why you're asking questions like this. You're not. You're sorry. What? It's not 6 a.m., Miguel. What are you talking about? It's midnight. Kalpana Sonny's back. Welcome to see you again there. They want to take Elon to court. Well, he's not going to go around the BE because he's not interested. Just point Rob's view. Western Cape is everything. The rest of it can go to the wolves. That's kind of what Rob has said. Is that what you're talking about, Herman? Okay, Trump only needs 2 words. You're fired. Yeah, I agree with that. All right, so do you want to know, Miguel? Do you want to answer? No. Antibiotics do not stop viruses. Why do people think that works? All you do is ruin the efficacy of antibiotics by taking it for the flu. I have no infection. There's no infection going on. I have a flu virus that I got courtesy of South Africa, and my body must destroy it. Once my body destroys it. In the meantime, I can take home remedies or take something to ease the pain or stop the phlegm. But taking antibiotics is going to do nothing except waste the antibiotics. I'm already on antibiotics anyway for my rosacea. It has no effect. Love reasonable. What's this? There's also love reasonable if someone is able to get out another way because they're married. What? What are you talking about? A level reasonable. Thank you, Rebecca. Then should take the deal. No, he shouldn't set the deal. I'm a permanent resident in the USA for 3 years now. I got through employment. Christian's farming. Stefan Tennyson gave 14 rand super chat. Thank you for that, Stefan. Thanks for doing more for South Africa than all the politicians. You're very welcome. Rob is off the mark with Western Cape. It's very strange. Someone so intelligent could say those things. Rob said them. I didn't say them, so that's his thing. Jack, I'm sorry to see you go, man. Thank you for always speaking the truth. Hope you recover soon. So do I. Thanks, Chris Dry. Chris Dry? Like in the rugby player? Are you the Blitzbach? Is that the same Chris Dry? So many people are down with the flu. Yeah, I know. I got it. Twice. I got it. I got over it, and I got a different variant of it. Okay, so the question was about why I'm interested in South Africa, but then he never came back to me. Do you really want to know or no? It was around here somewhere. There it is. Miguel Donhauser asks why I'm so interested. Do you still want to know? Oh, yeah, okay. You do want to know. Okay, cool. Thank you, Miguel. Julie's just laying back here saying sick already. Wow. D is implementing massive rates and fees. Okay. All right, so I apologize to people who know the story already, but it's a lot of new people here, so it merits telling the story again since it was asked. I, as a young man, followed the liberation struggles in Mozambique, Angola, Rhodesia. Used to read Soldier Fortune magazine. In high school, I had lots of free time because I took my classes the first couple of years and then had lots of study halls, which meant I had free time. So I went to the library and I read atlases and gazetteers and looked at maps and saw little postage stamp countries like Liechtenstein and San Marino and the Vatican and Andorra. And I'm like, I want to go to these places. Luxembourg. I didn't have any money. So that interested me. And then I read a book called The Covenant by James Mitchell around 1980 when I was in high school. And it was a historical fiction book about South Africa, taking real figures like Paul Kruger, Jan van Riebeck, Shaka and others, and then taking fictional characters, interweaving, interacting with them, Pete Retief, Dingane, all that stuff, and then telling a narrative, telling a story. And I've said, what a fascinating, screwed up country, and that's where my interest in South Africa started around 1980. I then became introduced to rugby at university and picked Springboks to be my national side since we didn't have a team in America, and became a province reporter. Then started teaching myself Afrikaans after I became fluent in German. You can speak German, English, you can speak Dutch, you can learn Afrikaans. So I started teaching myself Afrikaans. And then went back to university after I left the army and studied history again in German and focused on Southern Africa, and came back in the Army's intelligence officer, and then applied for the Foreign Area Officer program to become a Sub-Saharan African specialist, and the rest is history. I did 3 tours in Germany, 1 in Italy. In Africa, I was stationed in Tunisia, Liberia, Botswana, Malawi, Niger, Mauritania, Uganda, and Ethiopia. So, there you go. That's just a little piece of it. So, anyway. Yeah, they say honey helps, but so do cough drops. Okay. Fast way to clear disease is avoid any sugars. Okay. Yes, the time is behind me. Along with the temperature in this room, it's 21 degrees Celsius, and it's 21st of May now. No, today will not stop the refugee program. Nope. Miguel, you're very welcome. Thank you for asking. But I do answer that question very often. Some people get tired of hearing it and they get pissed off. So, well, you haven't even begun to hear the adventure of all the places I've been, all the things I've done, all the things I've been involved with. It's been pretty cool. So, Psycho Billy, yeah, the doctor told you you're a psycho. Yeah, I wonder how that worked out. Yaku Rose, fluoride. Why are people so dead set against fluoride? It's great for your teeth. J.L. Janssen from Fuhn says, appreciate you. Very welcome. Double shot of brandy. Well, yeah, double shot of brandy would cure most things. Big day ahead for South Africa, says Andre Clausen. I don't disagree, my friend. Yeah, it's all the marbles here. This is the most important meeting of Cyril Ramaphosa's political life. It's the most important meeting for South Africa since Codesa. Since Codesa, this is the most important meeting in my view. Yep. Just watch your compilation of Despicable Zoom at calling for the killing more. Which video was that? When did I do that? Good morning, Natasha. Perth. Ron Janssen van Ensborg in from Perth. Today is a big day. Watched an interesting interview with the founder of Scorpions who said this meeting is not about trade first. It's about a bipartisan duty to protect citizens at base. Yeah, no other state has ever been followed like this for South Africa. It's a big deal. And, you know, the ANC and the politicians in South Africa can pretend that they don't need America. I love how they all keep saying, well, it's mutually beneficial. America needs it. We don't need South Africa, guys. I'm sorry. We don't need South Africa. And come in with that attitude, Cyril and Johnny Boy, and see what happens. Yeah. They will moor you and PK you till the day doesn't end. You will come out of there so bruised and battered, you will regret that you ever even had a meeting if you take that attitude. Yep. I've tried to send videos. I've tried to offer advice. It looks like some of it's being listened to. John Steeneisen parroted an awful lot of things I've been saying for some time. It was interesting. Maria Antoinette says, thank you for this wonderful stream. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I hope it's making your morning a little more pleasant. Yeah, that Linda von Tolberg loves. I don't know who that is, man. Is that the journalist from the Newsroom Africa that showed up at our meet and greet? Good morning, Reinhard Kruger. Who would have thought we'll be putting up with me? Yeah, exactly, Buster. That's a good question there. Now you're on track. You're on track. Blue coat stocking up with snacks. Yeah, a lot of people get the popcorn out, folks. Getting the popcorn out and see what happens. It should be fascinating. Watch Ted Cruz and Little Marco rip South Africa apart. Let's see if I can find that video of Elon in where is that at? I don't think I saved it on this computer. I think I saved it on my phone. Let me look and see. But downloads. Let me look and see real quick. No, it's definitely not here. Okay, I got Marco Rubio here, but Elon. Videos. There it is. There it is. This ought to be entertaining here. This is great. New York Post ran this one, so here we go. So let me bring this up here. This was fantastic. This is absolutely brilliant stuff. You guys, if you guys think that Trump is going to cave tomorrow, you're not paying attention. I mean, this is Elon Musk talking to these twits. Okay, hang on a second. I got to find my other camera. There we go. All right, so Elon Musk talking to these twits. Here we go.
What about the international dimension? Now, let's think about Starlink. Starlink is obviously a very, very good internet service. It's sought after all over the world. It's critical to the front line in Ukraine. It has also had more contracts coming its way, and there is some evidence that companies are allowing access to it because they want to be close to the Trump administration.
What a slimy turd she is. Notice how some evidence. There's no evidence. There's no evidence of that whatsoever. She's just making this shit up.
Send the right signal. So Bloomberg broke news today that the South African government is working around the rules on black ownership in order to allow Starlink. So
look at this. So she sets this up. She tees it up by lying, saying there's evidence that people are giving you favors because they want to get close to Trump. Then she says this today, South Africa is, but there's made no offer. This is just speculation.
And that is being done on the eve of the visit that President Ramaphosa is going to make to the White House. Do you recognize that as a conflict of interest?
No, of course not. First of all, you should be questioning why are there racist laws in South Africa? That's the first problem. That's what you should be attacking. It's improper for there to be racist laws in South Africa. The whole idea with what Nelson Mandela, who was a great man, proposed was that all races should be on an equal footing in South Africa. That's the right thing to do, not to replace one set of racist laws with another set of racist laws, which is utterly wrong and improper. So that's the deal, that all races should be treated equally, and there should be no preference given to one or the other. Whereas there are now 140 laws in South Africa that give that basically give strong preference to if you're a black South African, and not otherwise. And so now I'm in this absurd situation where I was born in South Africa but cannot get a license to operate in Starlink because I'm not black.
Well, it looks like that's about.
Right? And that's so smart. I says, well, it looks like that's about to change. This woman's just a twit. Biased with tones. Yeah, exactly. Love Elon, such a kind and caring person. Saw the videos about the Neuralink and the people who received it. Yep. What's my opinion on Johan Rupert and Ernie Els and Retief Hussein? They have no business in the meeting. Okay.
It looks like that.
Right to you?
Looks like that's about to change.
I just asked you a question.
Yep.
Please answer.
She won't
Does that
answer.
seem right to you?
Well, those rules were designed to bring.
Yes or no?
Those rules were designed to bring about an era of more economic equality in South Africa.
By oppressing one group of people. How does that bring equality, you dumb twat? Almost said it.
And it looks like the government has found a way around those rules for you.
I asked you a question.
So you see how that she makes that accusation. Looks like the government has found a way around those rules for you. He didn't ask for anyone to find a way around the rules. He asked for the rules to be gone for everybody. And she refused to answer. She's just a mealy mouth turd.
This is your interview. Everyone wants to hear from you.
Ask your question. Yes or no?
Not
Racist
for me.
laws, yes or no?
Not for me to answer. I have got a question for you about your government work though and the amount of savings.
Why do you like racist laws?
This is not for me to answer.
Yes,
Come
it
on.
is.
Now you wouldn't be trying to dodge a question.
Excuse me. She's the one dodging the question. She's the one dodging the question, not him. See, when what a fool. What a fool. Thank you for your concern, Teresa. I'm not looking well. So thank you. That's not a very nice thing to say. Do I look tired? Yes, I've been up for nearly 24 hours. I just came from the polls. I just closed the polls, shut them down. I drove down an hour and a half of my time to get there and back to drop off the poll results and the compact flash cards and turn in the data. So yeah, I just got back a short while ago, and here I am broadcasting. I mean, so yeah, I will go to bed shortly, and then I'll get up at 7 o'clock, and I'll give my interview to the Mail and Guardian at 8 o'clock, and then I will track everything from there with Trump tomorrow. Yeah, she won't ask the question because she's a racist piece of human filth. Sludge, that's what she is. Typical leftist. Yep. Okay, even if it's changed, it's still a racist thing because they probably will require him to invest in South Africa. Exactly. Yeah, Elon saw her coming miles away. Yep. What economic equality is she talking about? Exactly, exactly. Lady in the video is a twat waffle. Okay, Huskin's son. SA is naive. They think Elon will jump the license op. Exactly. He doesn't need South Africa. It's the amount of money that Starlink is going to make is nothing in South Africa. That's a rounding error. He makes more money before lunchtime than he's going to make in South Africa in a year. Sorry to see you go there. Hold my beer. Why would I invest in a place that will take all my money and have to worry about getting? Yeah, not just that. DIY. You have to provide your own electricity. You have to provide your own security. You have to replace all your vehicles because the axles and springs and tires will get busted. And yeah, no, why would you bother? You have a workforce that's inefficient, people going home because of tuberculosis or HIV all the time, going home for funerals. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It's not a pretty picture for South Africa, and there was so much promise and so much hope, and there could still be, but it's all been, ruined by the crap weasels who've taken over the country. So, yep, Heinrich Fissa, welcome to you, man. How's it going? Sariana, good evening to you, or good morning. Yeah, she is a dingbat doorknob, and Elon has no patience for her. Good morning from Felldrift. Hey, Karen Moffat. We had an awesome meet and greet there in Felldrift. That was pretty cool. It was a nice crowd who rocked up there. So the final count was 1,400 people, folks, for the meet and greets. Are there any stats? No, there's no stats. There are no stats. There's none available. Good for us. I like it so people can start learning. Yep. Sure that Tommy Robinson has been freed from prison. No, I haven't heard anything about that, Lynette. That's interesting. You deserve a Pretoria plaque. Well, thanks. That'd be nice. You put a statue up there. It'd be pretty cool. Yeah. No, Elon, that's just brilliant. That was a great interview. So that's where Elon Musk is at. And if you think that Trump is going to roll over for freaking, Ramaphosa, that's just not going to happen, folks. Tomorrow is going to be fascinating. We'll see what comes out of it. The ANC will come out of there, and if things don't go their way, they'll blame racism, they'll blame Trump, they'll blame everybody. But they're the ones who created this mess. We haven't done this. We're not the ones that did all the things that this ANC did. Service dog doesn't have Lindley Masad. How will they handle her with the flight? I don't know how that works, LSR. Don't know how it works with a service dog. Won't leave your side. I don't know. But they do this all the time at airlines. Just ask an airline. Don't ask me. Call an airline. Going well. Rain in Durban, waiting for the showdown. Yeah. Marius wants to, when am I coming back? I just got home 78 hours ago, man. Come on. Well, Starlink is all over the world there, Goga. It's not just in Africa. I mean, it's not even its biggest market. Asia is its biggest market. Yep. Isabel says, thanks for being the voice of Afrikaners. Well, thank you very much. Well, I've read that the meeting is at noon, which is 6 p.m. South Africa time. Whether that's true or not, we'll have to wait and see. But it's probably 10, 11, or 12, but it says noon, so. Nothing good can come from this meeting. Serial and company will not change their stripes, and President Trump won't back down. Exactly. Nissan considering closure of the Roslyn plant. Oof, jeez. Going to get angry because you answered this question. How much does a visa cost? I don't know what a visa costs, Johan. I haven't answered that question because I'm not in the business of getting visas for people, so I don't know what a visa costs. It's $160 or something like that. What do you want a visa for? You coming over on business, or are you a student? What's going on? Steve was in Pretoria for the anniversary of the bombing from '83. Okay. Garrett Gillich, how's it going, man? Accumulator says thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Des Junis. Cyril cannot act on his own. Good morning, Johan Kokomor. Thank you for helping the cover. You're welcome. Yeah, Ramaphosa will be the boiling frog this time. Yeah, it could be very uncomfortable and sweaty for the Ramaphosa tomorrow, folks. Could very much be the case. Looking Glass. Brandy, you're a fine girl. Such a fine girl. Do. In the context of South Africa's broad-based black empowerment, black people's generic term includes, yes, LSR, that's true, but in the application of broad-based black economic empowerment, the Indians and coloreds are left wanting and hanging. Just because they're written into the law doesn't mean they benefit from it. I love Elon and Chris. You both really don't take nonsense. That's true. Why is it pronounced colonel but spelled colonel? Because it's French. It's French. Colonel. En français, on dit colonel. Colonel. Donc, ils ont transféré le mot colonel en anglais. Les Anglais sont adoptés le mot colonel et ils ont changé le colonel jusqu'à colonel. Yeah. C'est bizarre, mais ça c'est l'histoire. Qu'est-ce qu'on dit? Rien. J'ai aucune chose de dit contre l'histoire, parce que ça c'est l'histoire. Qu'est-ce qu'on dit? Rien. Mariki Bezina, you're welcome. Have you heard Peter Creel's solution for business busy? I'll suggest they pay 50% profits compensation to use it. No, I haven't heard that. Who the hell is Peter Creel? He sounds like a moron. A kernel, well, spelling it kernel is a computer term. That's correct. That's it's the root of things, the kernel. Tinfoil Neanderthal gave 7 rand. Says, should I buy dollars before the meeting? Honest opinion, please. Well, I mean, look, I've given 3 outcomes here. Status quo, which is not good. A disaster, which is horrible. And, less of a disaster. It just depends. Learn more German and French watching you than in class, says Alexia. Hey, Nicola from Balito. How's it going? How you speak so many languages? That's insane. Well, somebody's got to do it. Accumulator. I don't speak new, though. I got to work on that one. Strange how Sancho. Yeah, well, he isn't entirely silent. He's demanding the address. He's been in the media, released the addresses of the farms of those who departed. Somebody responded to my video today and said that I'm wrong, that they can confiscate because it's abandoned. No, you can't. They have refugee status. They haven't abandoned anything. They fled for their lives. That doesn't abrogate their property rights. The government of South Africa has a responsibility to protect their property rights while they're in refugee status. Simple as that. That must be a kernel of truth. Aha! Odin's Viking tells a dad joke. CB's here. Welcome. What's going on? Yeah, so I think it's going to go poorly and the Rand will be in trouble. Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised to see 30 to 1 come up for too long. But, it's markets are funny. You never know. Why are you nervous about Trump's meeting with Ramaphosa, Diane? You can't do anything about it. No, Julius is not silent. He's been running his mouth about, doxing people to get their property. Oh, did you like the short videos out there, Sam? I was trying to, because, I couldn't do much more. I was busy. Probably asked before, but will the meeting be aired? No, it's unlikely. I don't know why people think this meeting would be aired. It's highly unlikely the meeting will be aired. How can they have negotiations in public? They'll meet in private, and then they may do a press conference. Yep. Are there events or place you say you go out to dance? Are you serious? Of course. Dancing is huge. Nightclubs, and then we got line dancing, all kinds of stuff going on. Yep. Absolutely. We don't do Calfoot Soki, though. No, you do that stuff on your own. Tinfoil Neanderthal 14 says, thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you for the super chat. Right, now everybody's tuning in because it's morning. They're all waking up now. And I'm getting tired, and I've got to be up at 8 o'clock. Looking Glass. Brandy, such a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Yeah. Super woke, all that man-child. Yeah, he's an idiot. Why did anybody listen to somebody like that? Do you think I think it should. I also think that Kumbuzu Ncheveni's corruption allegations should come to light. Yep. And in fact, if I was there, I would ask why the Minister of Agriculture has dismissed the concerns of farmers. Ooh, that's what I would ask. Why are you rubbishing their concerns? And then sit there and tell the horror stories that happen to these people and watch the reaction. A snot club. Elon Musk is not going to take the Starlink offer, guys. Relax. Garen Moffat just gave 100 Rand super chat. Thank you for that. Good morning, Xavier. What's going on, man? Hugh Frank. Welcome to you. Dude, you got 2 first names. Hugh Frank. What's up with that? Podcast says, were you able to meet with New Speaking? I did. Oh, my goodness. Gosh, does 35 Rand. I thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. But did anybody watch my content? I mean, good Lord. That's such a disappointment that so few people. I did the interview and nobody watched it. Nobody watched it. Damn it. Let me find that. There it is right there. 5,000 people watched it. Wow. Not even 6,000. 5,300. That's just so disappointing, guys. You so let me down there. That was an incredible interview. I went to a lot of trouble to get that. So shareable link. I'll paste it. There it is. You can watch it. I know a couple of you watched it. But we have 89,000 subscribers and only 5,000 views. That's disappointing. So that's a link to it. There you go. Psycho Billy's got to leave, man. Don't leave. Lovely party show. Thank you, Esther Stamen. Oh, stop it, hot full bikers. Give me a break. I didn't say nobody's. I didn't say those people are nobodies. Don't even try to put words in my mouth. I said nobody watched it. That's one of the lowest number of views I've had on a video in ages. So that's what I meant by that. You know that. Don't start trouble. It's too early for that. Trump should have a montage of photos showing. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They ought to stick it right in their face. And in fact, if you go to the press conference trend and Ron Post tries to deny it, you should just start pulling up the slides behind him. What about this? What about Brendan Horner? That's what he should do. Goga says, today will be a good day. Well, we'll see. 40 Rand super chat. Thank you for the 40 Rand. Appreciate that. We'll see. All right, folks. I hate to cut and run, but it is 12:30, and I've done this for an hour. It's time for me to hit the rack. I'll be up tomorrow. We'll be broadcasting for the news or it'll be the press conference, whatever the case is. Wednesdays with the Colonel is in abeyance right now. Ronaldo and I both agreed we need to hold off and see when the meeting is so we can both cover it and you can catch it. But don't worry, if you want to catch it, it'll be here with my commentary as it goes along. So if they have a press conference. Thanks a lot, guys. I can hit the wreck. I'm very tired. I've been up for now almost 24 hours working. So, all right, you guys take care. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit the like button before you run off. Please do that. Would appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Appreciate your patronage very much. And we'll catch you later. Cheers, cheers.
Sunsets and skies so blue, mountains whisper stories of dreams so true. From oceans roaring wild to valleys deep, a heartbeat of a nation that will not sleep.
Say South Africa, rise above the storm. Hands together, strong and nailed is born.
Beauty in our hearts, let it light the way. Evil cannot reign when we seize the day.
They'll sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme.
The soil holds our history, roots run so long. A melody of freedom, we're
Singing strong.
They may
Curse the land with lies they weave.
but we hold
The truth
in what
we believe.
Their crowns
May crumble,
their thrones may fall.
for the power is the people's above it all. Save South Africa, rise above the storm. Hands together,
Strong, a
the
new
world is born.
beauty in our hearts, let it light the way.
Evil cannot reign
when we seize the day.
People sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. People sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme.
The
People sing louder than the shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme.
The soil holds our history, roots run so long. A melody of freedom, we're singing strong. They may curse the land with lies they weave, then weave. But we hold the truth in what we believe. Their crowns may crumble, their thrones may fall. For the power is the people above it all. We know. Red